Osama and his son are doing yoga. I am Milton, son of a carpenter. Mary, daddy carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter. Mary, I get to make parables. And this particular parable is part of the Tommy series. And it's about Tommy and Rhea arguing about what to watch. Now, Tommy's got the day before the 4th of July off. So does Rhea and the 4th of July. And they're arguing about what to watch on TV. But first, let me set up the Tommy series. Tommy's a no-arm Chinese fellow. How'd he get to be missing both arms? Being blindly obedient, his boss, Wu, told him to stick his right arm into a wood chipper as a test of loyalty. Tommy's always been blindly obedient, a good brown noser. He slowly fed that right arm into the wood chipper. A lefty, the left arm, saw what was going on and jumped off. That's a wise thing to do. Tommy, you would think, would not be rewarded for something like this, but he got the promotion. It was a management test. He's bossing a whole lot of folks around. And he also won his girlfriend's heart on the dance floor of the Snake Pit. Popular dance club, go figure, somewhere in LA. He snaked his way. He's always been scaly. He's always talked with a hoarse lisp. He likes to stick his tongue out a lot. All the Chinese people have been sticking their tongue out the rest of the world for many, many millennia. Now he's missing both arms. Tommy does a mean snake dance, and he snaked his way in between Rhea and whoever he was dancing with. Been there ever since. It's not going so good today, 4th of July Eve. Tommy's a little tense because he's got some calls coming in from work. He's got his employees working. But let me wish you a happy 4th of July. Whether you're watching this year or another year to come. This is my LA skyline imagery for the day. The saints in there for the day, Saint Ado. And yeah. 9/11 Flight 93 check. Tell everyone at your 4th of July get together, be it a barbecue, pool party, just a few friends over at the house. You going to some event somewhere, maybe at church. Whatever you're doing, tell everyone to try to call me, John Milton Brady, not 9/11 Flight 93 check of America's Lifelines in a decade now. I'm rounding up. And I go by when I first got the old 0911 number. I lost that number when I went to the hospital. Great wall of evil around me. No friends or family to go pay. No real family to go pay the bill. So I had to wait until I could roll again. In the wheelchair, or roll with the wheelchair for the first time, and go up to the store and get the 4140 number. Not 9/11 Flight 93 check of America's Lifelines in a decade. No certified, no non-certified mail either. Make a video of the mail before you send it. It's going to be sold. And tell everyone at your party to try to call Milton. He hasn't gotten one. That's a lot of managed censorship conducted without fear of being covered by the even news. We the people must be the even news. Call me up in front of network news anchors, local news anchors, any and all in the public eye, and yet get those big fives, as well as this new addition to my 93 check imagery, post and repost it. You hear that siren going down the street? Firemen, police, paramedics, get your phone out. Tell everyone, if you want it to be on Instagram, you have to be under a minute. Twitter, I think, is less than that. YouTube, you can stretch out a little bit, but you always want to be brief. Tell them to try to call me, your audience. Make a video of whatever boring thing they get. Phone ringing, error message, busy signal. It's not going to be boring. You need that fireman, police, paramedics, guys. And yeah, it's money out of your pocket every day. You're calling up other customers, you get that boring thing. Phone ringing, error message, busy signal. And yes, when your business is politics, that's how they place Hussein, that cowardly Hussein in our White House. Right after we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Hussein, cowardly Hussein. That's how they do that. You can't call up 300 million Americans and tell them they should vote for this, they support this cause, because you get that boring thing. Censorship is always boring, often boring. It's not boring if you're trapped in a burning building. We the people must be the reporters, do that. Let me get my sugar check out of the way as Tommy gets a call from the office as he's trying to watch the Three Stooges. And that is the point of argument between Rhea and Tommy. They've been going at it all day. She wants to catch up on her soap operas. And Tommy wants to watch the Three Stooges. That's why he doesn't work. He gets that soda with a straw. You can't tell, he'll lift it up. He has his workers get that. Gets that soda, props his legs up. He watches the Three Stooges. And that's what he's doing today. But he's got his workers calling, Ching's calling it. He's got them all working on erasing Hussein's past. Yeah, Barack Hussein Obama. Not one comment about that Osama rumor. That Barack Hussein Obama is Osama bin Laden's son. So I'm just assuming it's true. It's been about a decade of that as well. Make that video. Tomorrow's the 4th. I got a couple more images for tomorrow. I'll have that one next year. Yeah, that's why Barack Hussein Obama didn't grow up in America. Grew up in Africa, Kenya, to be specific, I believe. Grew up there to be closer to his dad during those formative years. Then moved on to Hawaii. And then to Harvard, and then to be placed in the highest office in the world right after we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, cowardly Husseins. I always thought that looked bad. Especially what I know about America's hijacked lifelines and mail and internet. I always thought that looked bad. It's more than just bad taste, guys. When you can't reach me by phone for a decade and you don't know when else, that lifeline in your hand will be hijacked. Remember, it's going to be just as newsworthy. If because you're a Christian and they just placed Hussein, a Muslim name, guys, in the highest office in the world, because you're a Christian or because you are not the big name in your business, or you live in the wrong neighborhood or city. I'll get out my night 3 check imagery since it's, here's the flag one, flag blast ride. And yes, knowing what I know about America's voter registration link on vote-truth.blogspot.com, and yeah, I haven't seen folks a whole lot of numbers on that side. Remember to post and repost these files, telling everyone how to check and post in 5. So you make that video, whatever you get when you don't get me, and post it. Got the military mottos covered, got all priests, all cops, all firemen. Oh, I just saw some jets, military jets flying over Eagle Rock a little while back. All soldiers, you protect America, this is part of it. Make that video of every child in America's lifeline. See that video. See that phone you're making a video of as every child in America's lifeline. Make a video of being hijacked. Doesn't matter if it's a military base's phone, the police station's phone, the fire station's phone, the church's phone, if you're a priest. Make that video, whatever you get when you don't get me, and post it. Oh, that is a World Trade Center responding fire engine in the background there. And that, yeah, year and a half in the convalescent hospital from hell, and no comments about the Osama rumor there. No mail about those 93 checks. No 93 checks. And yes, I was a resident of the hospital. Spent 70 plus days after I lost 80 pounds in 1 month. And the Good Samaritan, a lot of good folks there. Then moved on to the convalescent hospital from hell. Now they're very active participation in America's Hijack Lifeline. Let me finish, it's already 10 minutes. Show you some of my imagery. Maybe a poster or two. Tabletop art, print me out. I will, those 24,000 plus examples of my work, including those big fives, and a whole lot of template. Trump's template now, it's where the ruble is it? I never know what the foreign currency is. Where the buck stops, where the yen stops, whatever you want to call it. I don't support either the buffoon Trump in the White House, the Russian guy, or the Osama son. No comments about the rumor. I'm assuming it's true. And yes, I always thought it was all close places. Someone named Hussein in the House office in the world. Right after 9/11. So, did you get a chance to read it? One of those 24,000. Probably make a good chest image, good tabletop, as soon as I can get it laminated. Anyway, let me finish up my Tommy. You know how to check and post in 5. Tell everyone at your get together, everyone you talk to on the 4th of July, to check and post in 5. Make that video of America's Hijack Lifelines. Now, Tommy got a call from work. Ching apparently came across this video being posted on the internet of father and son Hussein. Yes, Osama bin Laden, Barack Hussein Obama, doing some yoga together. You always thought it was odd that all network news anchors, all network news programs, here's those stigmata, not stigmata is the word I'm looking for, the genetic ones. Went from that center thing to the bite mark. In between the Good Samaritan and, my funny antiquated custom. But, now I lost my train of thought. He's found a posting of father and son doing the yoga. Oh yeah, there we go. Every single network news anchor, CNN, whichever you went to, whenever they had some violence in the Mideast, it's those Hussein fellas. Every time they had that, they had those two same down news clips of Osama bin Laden doing some yoga, putting that finger up, and yeah, kind of like Louisiana, you can't see a pickup truck without a rifle rack in the back. Had him, being a tough guy. He's a yoga instructor, but he's tough. Shooting that rifle, and those two video clips, but all you saw of that bloodthirsty killer. That is the Osama PR campaign in American news and pop culture. Going on and on about NCIS. I started watching the Hawaii 5-0 stuff. It's only got 8 seasons, but I saw some Chinese-looking guys there, so I figured it's got to have the Osama PR campaign going. I'm going to keep looking. Remember when those Mormons knock on your door, casing your neighborhood? Tell your neighbors we're going to write them off, get them to write us off their sales route. The 5's in the window right now. With the question, is Barack Hussein Obama a terrorist? That's the one back there. And with the next to it, Otherwise, I would have shared it with the other fives. Yeah, look for Melton's call log videos on youtube.com/DNFD series. Look for the red phones. It says missionaries. Last time I saw it, that's the Mormon missionaries. Yeah, they were trying to convert me, and then they found out I didn't have any money, so they dropped that real quick. And yes, I hear that heard from a Latter-day Saint LDS. They're proud of that title themselves. That they have a lot of Muslims on those college campuses in Utah because of similar values, religious censorship being high among them. They generally go at it two different ways, but it doesn't matter when your phone's being hijacked and your house is burning down. It doesn't matter if it's a terrorist doing it from the Mideast or it's a Mormon doing that. It doesn't matter who it is. They both do the phone censorship in exactly the same way. Make that video, whatever you get when you don't get me, and post it. Come see me in person, have Whitwell travel, show me the perfect skyline to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Yeah, aside from no, I'm putting them in the wrong place. Putting the ones I cut out with the ones I haven't. Yeah, when you can't call me up and tell me what you believe, doesn't have to be anything you hear in church, guys. You can't do that. That's religious censorship. And you can't ask me what I mean by Jesus as immaculate house. Cities, communities, really, not just those places you go to on Sunday, guys. Put the best mankind has to offer in those homes. Inspire the future with art, architecture, science, people. That's religious censorship when I don't get a 93 check in 10 years, or I don't get one person telling me what they believe or asking what I mean by Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. That is religious censorship, guys. And it's dangerous censorship because of that old father and son thing, hijacking America's lifelines. Tommy tells Ching to just go in, get techie, get into a race, blur out the faces of the father Osama and son Obama, blur out those faces and make sure you get it all over the internet. And then he gets into that argument, hangs up, has Rhea hanging up for him, gets into that argument. She wants to catch up on her soap operas. Tommy wants to watch the Three Stooges, back and forth. Elderly man and woman next door are watching. The yelling and screaming coming from Tommy's house. And it changes back and forth between the Three Stooges and the soap opera. And the old lady says, "Well, how does he change the channel?" And the old guy says, "Oh, I've seen him. He hits it with his nose. He hits the remote." And then, there's a loud kind of thump. They look over. The front door got slammed. Lefty pulled the cinder block in front of the doggy door because that's how Tommy gets in. The dog died. He couldn't feed him, but it's easier than getting the key out and trying to turn it with his mouth. No arms. It's easier to do that, so he just crosses the doggy door. Rhea, she's bigger than Tommy, especially with the horns missing. She literally just picks him up, walks him out, throws him down on the front doorstep, slams that door, locks that door. Lefty pulls that cinder block in front of the door. So Tommy tries to go back in and, hits the cinder block and kind of, big lump comes up on his head and he's kind of walking around looking funny. Yeah, it's my Tommy cartoon. Gives the old couple a good laugh, and then I better finish this up. I think he'll jump in through a window or something. But he's not getting those Three Stooges back on. Tells him, "You want to watch the Three Stooges, you go to work." Let me show you My change in eyes, medical research being passed by. Got the new Plastrite. Oh, that's the blue idea and that brown idea of fighting it out. Got to grow a whole new body. That's why I'm in the wheelchair. Since 2014. That's also when the number has changed from 0911 to 4140, 424, 229, 4140. Tell everyone at your get together to make a video of America's Hijacked Lifelines. Post it. We the people must be the reporter. Post and repost those files. Post and repost any of my 93 take videos. Hopefully some that are shorter than this. There's the old, about 9 years ago, you can just see a little bit of blue there. Here's the eye from about 5 years ago. You saw that in the Concerned American flyer. Smaller brown circles slowly disappearing, bigger eyes. The new eyes are bigger. Answer that question this 4th of July, guys. Unless you want history to repeat itself and them to place. You can't reach vote-truth.blogspot.com. Voter registration links there. That's how they did it. That's how you not reaching me by phone. That's how they did it. Check in post in 5. Oh, I have to get it later. Let me show you those eyes in close up because it's 22 minutes. Yeah, I'm the son of a carpenter, Mary, daddy carpenter, worked on skyscrapers, Mom Marianne. I'm the son of a carpenter, Mary. I get to make parables. Don't try this genetic carpentry stuff at home, guys. Oh, make those videos, any kind of videos you want, but yeah, Dad himself taught me. This one's a little brighter and looks a little hazier than this morning. But you can see the bigger blue circles going in and around. And the smaller, you can't really see much there. The brown looked a little darker. Yeah, that's the brighter light, I'm thinking. But you see the smaller circles in the photo there, and I can't see them. Just traces, and I took the photo with the same screen in front of me, and I swear that it looks like it got a little bit of a brown. Might be the brighter light, might be those hijacking your lifelines as you try to call me, which you don't have to believe me about. You can simply document it. You got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed. Those worried enough about hijacking America's lifelines or altering your phone records to cover it up. You got video proof. You got the timestamp on your phone. You got the number down. I don't know if they alter on your side or not. You got to check. Make the call. Make the video. And check your phone records. Check your phone. You can check about 2 weeks ago, a little over 2.5 maybe. I posted the past 2 years with this phone. If you tried to call me in the past 2 years, go check it out. That's your lifeline records being hijacked. And yes, it's going to be just as newsworthy if you can't reach that big red thing with the hose because you're a Christian or because you're in the wrong line of work. Who knows? Come see me in person. Have Whitwell Travel. Show me the perfect place to build Jesus' Immaculate House. Tear down that great wall of evil that has just me. Happy 4th of July. And all of those 24,000 plus images you're going to find at daffodilia.blogspot.com. daffodilia.blogspot.com. Also ChristComplex2.wixsite.com/daffodilia. And youtube.com/DNFD series, as well as Milton for imagery, the number 4, the digit 4. youtube.com/Milton for imagery. youtube.com/DNFD series. Download, print them out for your next party. Tell everyone to check in post in 5. Come see me in person. Show me that perfect place to build Jesus' Immaculate House in person. Make a video of America's Hijacked Lifelines. Post.